Hi, explorers. Today you will complete your math lesson independently on your own in Google Classroom. You will continue to practice adding two-digit numbers by dragging base 10 blocks and single cubes into a place value workmat to help you add two digits. Let's take a look at our directions slide together. The directions say, solve the equation below. Drag the blocks you need into the place value mat to show your work. Then type your answer. So in this example here, they're adding 17 plus 32 equals 49. This is what they did to get their answer. They drug the 10 base block and the single cube down here into the place value mat. So what they did first is they took a look at the ones on this side. There's two ones here. So they drug two single cubes. Then they looked at the ones on the other addend. There's 7. So they drug in 7 of the single cubes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So altogether they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 singles. Then they took a look at the tens. There was 1 10 over here on this addend. So they drug a 10 rod or a 10 base block over here. And then they looked at the second addend. There was 3 tens. So they drug in 3 10 base blocks here. So for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have 4 tens and they have 9 ones. And they can easily count to check their number. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yep, their answer is 49. It's correct. All right, let's take a look at our first learning activity slide together. It says solve the equation below. Drag the blocks you need into the place value mat to show your work. Then type your answer. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Okay, so we have tens and we have ones. I always like to look at the ones first and then I work with the tens. So I'm going to take a look at the first addend here. There's 6 ones, so I'm going to drag in 6 cubes. I'm going to click on my cubes here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 6 single cubes for my first addend because there's a 6 in the one place value. Now I'm going to look at my second addend, and I see there's a 3 in the second addend, so I'm going to drag over 3 single cubes for the 3 ones. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I've got 6 ones and 3 ones. Now I'm going to take a look at the tens. So in my first addend, I have 3 tens. So I need to grab 3 10 base blocks. So I have 1, and you're just clicking on the 10 base box with your finger on the mouse pad, using your other finger to drag that 10 base block over and drop it onto the work mat. 2 and 3. Okay. Now I'm going to take a look at my next addend. My next addend has a 2 in the tens place value spot. So I need 2 tens. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on the 10 base block. I'm going to hold my finger on the mouse pad and use my other finger to drag that 10 base block over and drop it into the tens work mat. So there's 1 and 2. Excellent. Now I can take a look and see what my answer is going to be. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Or I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. So I can go up here and click on my answer box and I can type in 5. I have 5 tens. Now let me check my ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can click a 9. That gives me 59. I can double check with my counting. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, that's not 60, is it? It's 51. Let me do that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. And my answer is 59. Remember, boys and girls, when we switch from tens to ones, we have to switch how we're counting. We don't want to keep counting by tens when you're supposed to be counting ones. Sometimes people make that mistake, like I did. So just go back and recount it. All right, so it looks good. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. And oh, look at this. This is interesting. On this slide, we have the sum comes at the beginning of the math sentence, not at the end like we're used to seeing. So we have a sum equals 21 plus 36. Again, it's asking us to solve the equation below by dragging the blocks you need into the place value mat to show your number. Then type your answer. So I need to find this sum, even though it's at the beginning of the math sentence. That's okay. They're just trying to be a little bit tricky and put it at the front instead of at the back where we're used to seeing it. So I'm going to take a look at 21 first. So I'm going to look at my ones, and then I'm going to look at my tens. I always like to work with my ones first. So let me see. I've got 1 in the one place value. So I'm going to drag 1 cube over, and I'm going to drop it right there. Okay. Then I'm going to take a look at my next number and see how many ones I have. Oh, I have 6 ones on this side. So I'm going to drag 6 ones over here. Let's see. 1, 2. Don't forget, you're going to click on the block you want, hold on the mouse pad with your finger. Then you're going to hold that finger on your mouse pad, and you'll use your other finger to slide the block over to your work mat. So there's 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So I've got my my ones. Now I need to look at my tens. So let me see. I have 2 tens on this side in the tens place value. So I need 2 10 base blocks or 2 10 rods. I'm going to click with my finger on the mouse. Use my other finger to drag over my mouse pad to drag that 10 base over here to my work mat. Drop it in there on the 10 side. So there's 1. And there's 2. Okay, now I need to look at the other 10 in the other addend. So let me see. There's a 3 sitting in the tens place value for the second addend. So I need 3 more tens. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. And over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. So up here, I'm going to click on this box here, and I can go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. I'm going to write the tens first, 5 tens, and then I'm going to write my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. So the answer is, I think, 57, but let me double check by counting. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Remember to switch over and count by ones here. So I've got 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Let me check. Yep, I've got 57, so I'm good. So now I'm ready to move on to my next slide. You're going to complete the rest of these slides on your own independently. When you get all the way down to the bottom here, you want to be sure to close out this tab and turn in your work in Google Classroom so your teacher can see your hard work. Then, please enjoy a choice off of our math choice board today. Have fun doing your math today, explorers. Bye.